Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Dan Harkins, and did we just go back in time? Yes. Bringing you some Call of Duty 4 gameplay. Why not Black Ops 3, you may ask? I had 68 videos, and honestly, I just deleted them. It's a bad habit of mine. I'll get a bunch of video recording, and I'll be like, you know what, I don't fucking feel like using any of this footage. And there might be some actually good games in it, but I'm like, fuck it. But I saved some of these Call of Duty 4 clips I took some time back, and I was like, you know what? Let's do a commentary on that. Because this is kind of relevant to the topic at hand is, does Call of Duty need to go back to more of a classic gameplay? Ever since we started with Advanced Warfare, it's been getting more ridiculous with the movement systems, people flying all over the place, all these crazy score streaks. And should Call of Duty just tone this shit down and just go back to very simple, you have 3 kill streaks to use and no one's flying or wall running? I'd say I'd be okay with it. I mean, I've liked the future stuff and the running on walls and all these really crazy, ridiculous score streaks, but I was totally okay with this gameplay because it was very simple. You know, if you got the 7 kills in a row, you got a helicopter. And it was very predictable. You knew where people were going to be. You didn't have to spend too much time wondering, was someone going to fly around the corner? And it was just a solid game. And that's kind of why Call of Duty 4, you know, remains in so many of our hearts as, you know what, a really great first-person shooter. And I think it's aged okay. I mean, at the time, this was photorealistic gameplay. Nowadays, it's like, what? This looks okay. Not the greatest, but it definitely was a great game. It started everything and really pushed first-person shooters on consoles. What the fuck is that nigga flying up? Oh, well, regardless, and yeah, there's still some hackers in this game, but I think it's a great game, guys. We all know that. I mean, I don't know many people that hate Call of Duty 4. Now, the other games after, probably, but Call of Duty 4, I think we can all agree, everyone liked this game. It was a good game, wasn't too complicated, and it was a lot of fun, and we all spent most of our lives on it. And each iteration after that really took, you know, a step forward and sometimes a step backwards. World at War was just Call of Duty 4, reskin for World War II, and that was a great game. I liked it. Then we went to Modern Warfare 2, which just changed everything. And then, you know, years down the line, we got Advanced Warfare, and then Black Ops 3, and I'd say I'm almost getting kind of tired of all this futuristic shit, and I'd be okay going back to, what the fuck are these people doing? What the fuck is this guy trying to do? Get the fuck off that shit, man. Well, what I'm trying to say here, folks, is I want to go back to a classic Call of Duty, but we're probably more than likely never going to go back to that. That's just the facts here, right? We're not going to see another World War II shooter because they can't add all the ridiculous stuff that people want in there. I don't see why not. I mean, there's tons of different stuff you can use for kill streaks, and there's more guns than just the Thompson and the, you know, MP40, but I don't make those decisions, folks. All I can say is I want to go back, and if they want to do an Xbox One remake of this, I'd be okay. I'd slap my dick silly if that was the case. It'd be a lot of fun, and I would love to see the game kind of take a break. They're pushing too much ridiculous shit, and it doesn't mean all this ridiculous stuff is terrible in the game, but it's getting to the point just like, goddamn, let's go back to what started it all, what brought people in, what was fun, and that's kind of Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 is a great example of a first-person shooter and a multiplayer done right. Plain and simple, folks. I mean, we're not getting away from it. It did everything right. It was fresh. It was just something that people were like, damn, this is actually pretty good, and I wasn't expecting this. At the time, people were mostly just playing Halo, and a lot of people from Halo migrated over to Call of Duty, and just a fun game. And that's really what we play games for, folks, is to have some fun. And Call of Duty 4 was a lot of fun. Now, don't get me wrong and think that I'm saying Black Ops 3 isn't fun. Black Ops 3 is definitely a good entry in the series. I'm liking Black Ops 3. Now, do I like all the design decisions? Probably not. I can tell you guys right now, the worst decision I've seen so far is the removal of aim assist for snipers. And I'm not even like a sniper guy. I'm telling you, this is from a guy who doesn't primarily snipe. It's terrible. And unless you're like some fucking keyboard mouse guru, man, it is some rough shit out there, folks. It is not easy. And goddamn, this game is like taking forever. I've been talking for 5 minutes. I'm like, man, this game is not over yet, but that's okay. I got this knife, and let's cut this shit short. But I'm not really going to. If any of you guys have sniped in Black Ops 3, you know what I'm talking about. If you're using the Locust or the SVG, there's no aim assist. And you might say to yourself, Dan Harkins, did you just yawn there? Yeah, I did. You might say, well, what's the big deal? This makes sniping more skillful, right? Don't disagree. However, here's the problem. Everyone else that's using assault rifles, light machine guns, and stuff of that nature, they still have aim assist. So essentially, you're always at a traumatic disadvantage. You can be feeling pretty good for the kills you do get. It's pretty skillful, but overall, it's tough. Not a great design decision, I would say, to take it away, especially on consoles. I can understand on PC because you have more control on, you know, with a mouse and keyboard. That's a known fact. But I know they took it out because here's the thing: Treyarch is in a hate and love relationship with sniping rifles. You know, Black Ops 1, they did some terrible shit to it. They're like, oh man, this ain't good. So then they gave it some love in Black Ops 2, but they gave it too much love and everyone was using it. It was so easy to snipe in that. I think Advanced Warfare and Ghost had sniping pretty much. They were pretty solid. I didn't really have problems. So I don't know why they went this route. And maybe this was to address the concerns of all the quick scoping and stuff. And let's be honest, people that are quick scoping 9 times out of 10 are terrible players. No offense to you folks that are actually good, but you know what I'm talking about. Those guys going like 3 and 15, doing 360s, jumping off buildings. They weren't hurting nobody except those 3 people who they immensely pissed off, but it didn't need to be destroyed like this. Because I still like to snipe every once in a while, but now I'm like, well shit, do I need to whip out a keyboard and mouse combo and get some shit? I ain't doing that. I'm telling you guys straight. Dan Harkins ain't gonna do this shit. And this game is still going on. Fuck. And I was hoping this would be like maybe 5 minutes, but this is going on. It's gonna be a bit. I mean, the game is getting close to ending. And so is the commentary. So other topics besides sniping that are maybe my gripes. No, I was going to dedicate a topic to this in its own video, but teams using the Hive specialist. You see 3 or more of those folks, you better get yourself into one of the campiest games ever. Throw on engineer, and all you see is just these little hive mines, trip mines, shock chargers. Like, all these players do is just find some place and just camp it up so hard. Like, it is ridiculous. And from what I can see here, this video is actually coming to an end. So I'll save that actual topic for another video. Probably on Black Ops 3 gameplay. But I'm really tired of talking. So, I hope y'all had a good holiday. And we're going to a new year, so have a good new year. And as always, see y'all later.